Genesis 4:13 follows God's declaration of Cain's punishment, verse 12. The earth would no longer yield its strength to him, and he would become a fugitive and wanderer. In this verse, Cain finally speaks in response, but instead of confessing guilt or seeking forgiveness, he laments the severity of his punishment. His words reveal a heart that feels sorrow for loss, but not contrition for sin. Verse 13, and Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Key phrases. Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. In Hebrew, the concepts for these phrases are as follows. 1. And Cain said unto the Lord, Vayomer Qayin el-YHWH, Vayomer el-YHWH. And said to the Lord. Cain directly addresses God, as Adam and Eve once did after their fall. Yet his tone differs. It is not confession, but complaint. The use of direct speech indicates awareness of God's presence, though not submission to his authority. 2. My punishment is greater than I can bear. Gadol avoni min shoah, gadol avoni minaso. The Hebrew phrase can be translated in two ways, each shedding light on Cain's mindset. My punishment is greater than I can bear, expressing despair at the severity of judgment. My iniquity is too great to forgive, implying recognition of guilt but hopelessness about redemption. Avon can mean iniquity, guilt, or punishment. Genesis 4:13 reveals a shift from defiance to despair, yet still without faith or humility. Cain recognizes the seriousness of his situation, but not the holiness of God or the gravity of his sin. My punishment is greater than I can bear. Cain's response demonstrates that his focus remains on self-preservation rather than reconciliation. His words show emotional distress, but not repentance. He grieves the consequences, loss of land, exile, instability, not the crime itself. There is no appeal for forgiveness, no confession, and no offering only fear and self-pity. Cain's lament reveals the danger of a heart that feels guilt without transformation. He is convicted but not converted, aware of judgment but resistant to grace. This is what Paul later calls worldly sorrow that produces death. 2 Corinthians 7:10. Cain's statement indirectly confirms the truth of God's earlier warning. Verse 7. Sin lies at the door. Having refused to master sin through humility and obedience, he is now mastered by its weight. His punishment is unbearable precisely because he still bears it alone, without faith in the provision of atonement.